Hi friends, welcome to our fourth week of poetry and today's lesson is word choice. So far as a poet, we've learned how to view items with poet's eyes. We've also talked about line breaks, stanzas, white space, so how to organize our poems. And lastly, we've been talking about how to make more meaningful poems by thinking of a small moment, thinking of something that gives us a deeper feeling. So today, writers, we are going to learn about another important craft move when writing poetry. It's called word choice. Word choice is very important when writing poetry because you want to be precise. Poems are not long like stories, so we want to make sure our readers understand and know our meaning. So every word counts in poetry. Last week, I came up with this poem called The Ride Home. Walking to my car with a warm, fuzzy bundle, I look down and sitting on my lap is a brown, striped tabby wrapped in a blanket. Almost home, I say, purr, purr, purr. So today you can choose a whole brand new poem to come up with for your word choice lesson, or you may choose an old poem from last week or the week before. I'm choosing my poem that I came up with last week. I like my poem, but now that I'm learning a little bit more about word choice, I think there's stuff that I might want to change on this one. So, a great way to think of new words for your poem is to create a list of words. The list of words might be words that rhyme. So, if you look at my poem does not rhyme at all. Okay, it does not rhyme. That's okay. Not all poems have to rhyme. A lot of poems do rhyme, but they do not have to rhyme. So, my poem is not a rhyming poem. But if you did want to create a poem that rhymes, then you might want to think of words that are more that rhyme together. Okay. Poets also think about the meaning of the word. So as they're creating their list, they're thinking about what do these words mean? Are these the best words to put in my poem? So they're thinking about the meaning of the word. And then lastly, they may be thinking to themselves, do these words sound okay? So they might choose words depending on the way they sound. If they feel like they don't maybe flow together well, they may choose something a little bit different. So my list of new words I came up with as I was looking at my poem, I thought of the word shelter. I thought that might be important so people know where I'm coming from. I also thought about excitement. I wanted them to know how I felt, the joy also how I felt. And then eyes. Eyes popped out at me. My cat has really beautiful green eyes. So when I think of her, I think about her eyes and I thought that should be in the poem. I remember thinking about her eyes when I saw her at that moment. So let's see what I came up with and how I changed my poem. The ride home. Leaving the animal shelter, I'm filled with joy and excitement. I look down at the little striped fuzzy kitten. She looks back up at me with her bright green eyes. I say, almost home. She responds with, purr. So writers, I kept some of the old words from my first poem, but changed some of my words to be more precise. I wanted to make sure that every word in my poem counted. I also wanted to make sure that my readers knew what I was talking about. That's why I added in the word shelter. I added in the word kitten. I didn't put kitten on my list. I probably should have put it there. I think when I was just writing, it just kind of came to me. So be thinking about maybe what would be the best word choice for your poems. So today I want you to choose either an old poem or I want you to come up with a brand new poem. And now you're really focused on the word choice, the words that you are using for your poem. Make sure you create a word list with words that will best describe the meaning or the item in your poem. So let's have fun with this. Really, really make some amazing lists because that's going to help you come up with your poems and make your poems even better. Okay? Enjoy, friends, and let's get writing.